Hi everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled, the TV podcast here at Melt Fuzz. I'm Peter. I'm joined with Connor.
Hey everyone.
Let's talk about Scream Queens, episodes 12 and 13 of season 1, because we got two episodes tonight, the finals of the season, and possibly the series if they don't know yet. We don't know yet. But full spoilers as always. Episode 12 is titled Dorkus, and the synopsis reads as follows. Shocking confessions are just the tip of the iceberg when the Red Devil is finally unmasked and the killer is revealed. Okay, kind of. Episode 13 is called The Final Girl, and then in parenthesis, an S. So, The Final Girls, but the S is in pretend. So, we don't know. There's one or more. We don't know. Is what they're saying to us. And shocking confessions are just the tip of the iceberg, and it's just the same description. Someone's been really lazy. Just copied the same description over. How dare you? How dare you? Who did that? Who did that? That's name and shame.
This is Jake again.
That's name and shame. Oh, it doesn't tell me for this one.
So someone's scared of how they submitted it, and they were like, well, they know this isn't good enough, and they didn't want to put their name to it.
Oh dear, indeed. That is deeply upsetting. Maybe it's like an official one. Maybe they actually do have official ones. But we're not here to talk about IMDb policies. We're here to talk about the episodes, and of course, like I said, full spoilers. We've been enjoying this show. We've loved this season pretty much, I think. And we'll just talk about these two episodes as one big one, I think, for the most part. Although we might split it into two in one sense. So, let me say this. Are you happy with the way this ended?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You're not sure. I am almost happy. There's just a couple of slight things.
That's what I mean. It's like it's almost there, but it's just not.
A couple of things, and we'll get into that. But I did think both of these episodes were great. I think,
yeah,
both of them were full of fun stuff. If I had one complaint in terms of that, is there wasn't enough Chad Radwell.
I was just gonna say that it's
not enough
just
Chad
Radwell.
Radwell.
Not enough Chad Radwell.
In fact, there wasn't any of him in the first episode at all.
There was There was two scenes in the second episode, and then one thing that he'd said.
Yes, that was all we got from him, which is a shame. He's not as central to the plot as the others, though, so I kind of get it.
But he is the best.
But so the first episode was basically like Grace is at Pete's, and Pete just starts confessing a bunch of shit, and we get all these flashbacks showing how all this stuff happened. And just as he's about to reveal who the final killer is, he gets killed.
Jump out the closet.
So that's nice and fun. And what's the rest of that one?
So after that,
I just watched both of these. And
so
the first one's
after that, the Chanels go to.
They go to the one that get sprayed with the thing.
They want to go on a no. Actually, what cuts to first is her doing the email to them.
Oh, that's right. The email, right?
And her doing the walk.
Yeah. That was good. I like that.
It's fantastic.
It was great stuff. But she wants to reinstate her reputation.
Yes, because someone leaked the email out, and now the whole world hates it. I think they called it, what was it, Satan in a Dress, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. This is the problem with watching two episodes back to back. They're really blurring together. I'm not sure.
They are a bit. That definitely happened straight after that.
The only thing I'm sure of is at the end of the first episode 12 was when they find Hester with the shoe in her eye.
Yeah.
And she just points at Chanel number 5. Red Devil. Devil.
And I have problems with eyes. Ugh.
I
do not like things.
So the scene in the next episode where we get to see
it's
said
the
event.
First time in this show that I've physically grimaced while watching something. I've just gone like, ugh. Usually I'm all right with all the other gore, all the blood splatters, everything's fine.
I'm kind of half there. I'm not completely freaked out by it, but at the same time it did make me cringe. Like I'm like, yeah, because I knew it was coming. I'm like, oh god, they're going to show it, and then they actually show it.
I wasn't sure. They were doing that. I was like, they're not going to show it. They're going to cut away. And then they did it. I was like, oh. It's
kind of amazing what you can get away with now in network TV.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, we used to be able to do this. So that's all good stuff. I did like there's lots of little moments that I really liked actually. When Chanel's about to stab the one who got burned with the acid and the fake tan. Yeah, the Melanie girl. and she's like trying to stab her, and Grace runs in because she's found out that Hester's the killer, and she's started like, "No, don't kill her! The killer's Hester!" And she just sort of looks down and she goes, "Oh, sorry," and gets off the bed. And I thought that was great.
It was great.
That was really good. That was the first episode because that was before they go back to the house and find the. Because Chanel number 5 had already left because someone from Nickelback's swiped her on Tinder.
Oh, that was the bit I liked before that as well, where she phoned up trying to get the head of Tinder because no one was swiping right on her. She thought the app was broken.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I mean, the great thing about these two finals is that there was a great worry from me, actually, that the plot was definitely less interesting than the actual characters. So I'm glad that so much of these finals, especially the final, was them in a room just like trying to accuse each other.
Yeah, a lot of the actual reveals, I just didn't care.
Yeah, it didn't really matter that much.
But it's all these little moments, which is why I love the show.
Yeah, it's all the reactions. In fact, one that really made me laugh out loud was when Denise didn't know Chanel number 3 was Charles Manson's daughter. So when someone said it, she stood up and went, "How what?"
I love Denise in that episode.
Oh god, she was great, and she's the chief of police.
It's just like, I can just arrest anyone I want. I'm the chief of police.
And then all the people who came in to arrest everyone, while
She's hired all the strippers.
While was it little toy soldiers or whatever it is.
Toy soldiers, yeah.
And they're all getting dragged away, and it's all strippers like dragging them away. It was like such a perfectly shot scene. Like I was so into it, and in fact, the music choices in general were great. The Breakfast Club song at the end when they're getting carted out of the court. In fact, just the fact that the jury was about to tell them they were not guilty, and then Chanel insults them, and the lead juror scrubs it out and makes them guilty.
I would also point out that in the courtroom scene, we finally got Billy Lord with the layer buns.
Yeah, well, I took that to mean is that they wouldn't let her have the earmuffs in the cells, so she had to do her hair like that. That was my explanation for it.
There was also the bit when they came for her at some point, and she was shocked, and she lifted her hands like to her ears, like they were going to go get her ears, like she was protecting them.
And even then, at the end, when she's lesing up with the nurse, she's like, "I think I'm ready to show you my ears."
Yeah.
Oh god. Nah, I didn't notice. And she not only did she have the layer buns, she was kind of like playing with them the whole time. She was really proud of them. It was kind of weird.
Constantly drawing attention to the fact that they were there.
And I'm like, is this because Star Wars is out in like next week? Are we really hammering
this? It's just because it's a daughter. And they're just going running with.
It's like the timing is not going unnoticed by me.
I think it would have happened either way.
Probably, but still, it's timed nicely. It's worked out. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, a shit ton of fun. I mean, Gracie's dad had another good funny moment as well. Where he's like, "So how did we find out who the killer is?" Like, we waterboard them. Like he's suggesting these really.
And she's like, "No, that's illegal." And he's like, "If it's good enough for the CIA, it's good enough for me."
Yeah, lots of fun stuff. I was laughing constantly throughout these 2 episodes, and there was lots of those great scenes, like them being carted off to prison, them leaving the courthouse and going to the mental asylum. And I guess this is where we need.
Grace's dad seducing Dean Munch.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was good.
That was very good.
And his playlist as well.
Yeah, it was just ready.
It's like I love how it was like his daughter's like, "You have to take one for the team."
And then the twist after that, he was like really into it.
Speaking of unusual romances, the scene with Radwell and Denise, because even though they've alluded to them having like some sort of sexual relationship
in the first few episodes,
we've never seen it, right? So them actually together and like, "Don't you want to look at it one more time?" And he like sort of like sucks up the courage and turns around and she like poses her ass out for him, like, it's so over the top. It's great.
And that's it. She was going off to join the FBI.
I know. She got a promotion 6 months later. What the fuck?
Chief of police, security guard, chief of police, FBI. That's the chain of events in this show. She's
going to be the head of the CIA by the time season 2 rolls around. Oh, she'll be the fucking first woman president in season 3. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it fucking now.
Oh god, so funny. And Chad's reactions throughout that scene was just amazing.
Yeah. And the fact is, when they showed the monument for the people who died, before Dean said that Chad was the one that wrote it, I knew it was him.
It was like we were super sad, and it was just like, and I never got to fuck a deaf girl or something. I never got to have sex with a deaf girl.
Some of you were really hot, and then
it was super sad that we don't get to see you anymore. It was you were reading it and going, Dad.
Yeah, that's Chad. So a lot of fun. But I guess we need to talk about the ending and how
the actual killer and who it actually was. We haven't touched on that at all.
Well, I was fine with who the killer. It made sense to me that it was Hester.
Yeah. The problem was I just didn't care.
Hester was a good choice. I liked the opening of the last episode where she's like, "Oh, I got away with it," and the Chanels are all gone. Although I thought by the end of the episode someone was going to figure it out, and
well, the Dean did.
Well, the Dean did, but I thought it was going to be reversed. Like, I didn't see them actually going to the mental asylum at the end. Like all three of them.
But they were happy in the mental asylum.
They were, which was a nice, weird little twist to it, which was fine. I was fine with that part of it. I'm not so keen on the
very last shot.
Yeah, the very last moment where it looks like Chanel's going to get murdered.
Yeah.
Because, one, I don't think it makes that much sense.
There's no need, because now they know that they're not the killers.
Yeah, that's all it does, is it proves that they're not the killers if she gets killed.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that was Dean Munch going in to prove that it can't have been them.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe that's what'll happen in season 2 if we ever get one.
I know that season 2, because they were talking about like an anthology, but then they said some of the characters will return, so it's kind of an anthology.
I think a lot of the rumors I've heard going around was that it's going to be like a summer camp.
Right.
So instead of sorority house, it'll be a summer camp thing.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
So you take the few that are still out in the world.
Also, that'd be much cheaper to shoot because it's mostly just some cabins and woods.
Yeah, you kind of just take the few that are still around and surviving, throw them into the summer camp, and bring in all your others from elsewhere.
I guess the reason why I say that is if there is a season 2, there is no way in hell I don't want the Chanels to be there. It will actually upset me if there's a season 2 and Chanel number 1 is not in the
If there's a
cast.
season 2 and it doesn't have Chanel number 1 and preferably 3 as well, and maybe 5. You kind of have, they kind of come as a team at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I like all 3 of them, but yeah.
Yeah. And then if it doesn't have Chad Radwell, no, I'm out.
Yeah, like Grayson's there. They can fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't care. But the 3 Chanels, Chad Radwell, and ideally Denise.
Ideally Denise, because and she can come in as FBI and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's so perfect.
But the good thing is they didn't actually show her die, so it's open that she's okay.
But it just felt a bit cheap.
It did feel a bit cheap, but it's open at least that she could roll out the way at the start of season 2, and we can go from there.
Yeah.
And I don't mind if the start of season 2 completely undoes the ending and has them all outside and they figure out the truth, because the show is not... I mean, in this show, the entire police force has quit. They've rehired a bunch of strippers to, take over for them.
They ignore every bit of DNA evidence.
Exactly. So, like, it's not going to ruin this show to do that, right? It's well within the realm of what this show does.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where I am. I really enjoyed both episodes. The actual ending felt a little bit cheap, but I mean, it was only just the last.
I just feel like there was a little bit too much focus on Hester explaining everything for me. I didn't need to see every little bit in detail personally.
Yeah.
But then I know there'd have been loads of people who were really annoyed if they hadn't showed everything.
That is true.
But for me, I didn't care about that plot. I didn't care who it was. I just wanted more of the crazy interactions
I
between
think
the
maybe
characters.
if we'd had the first episode on its own and then had that second episode extended by like 20 minutes on like next week to flesh it out.
That would have been better.
Yeah, that might have worked out a bit better, but great first season. Like I enjoyed all this, and I'm definitely going to watch this again at some point, which is
definitely
high praise for a TV show, because TV, more so than movies, you tend to like watch once and then you're like, no, I'm definitely down to watch that again. That was a lot of fun. It was a big surprise for the season as well, because we all thought it looked terrible from the first trailer.
It was one of those. I know I saw the trailer. I was like, this looks like it's either going to be utterly atrocious or somehow a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then here we are, and it was probably my favourite thing of this September onward season.
If we're not counting Ash vs Evil Dead, then yes.
Well, I've only watched a few episodes of that still, but what I've seen versus this, I prefer this anyway.
That's fair enough. But I mean, it's I mean, it's arguing about which good show's better. I mean, it's kind of
They're
pointless.
both good.
So yes, that's we finished the season of Scream Queens. Hopefully there's a season 2. Hopefully with the Chanels and Radwell, but we'll have to wait and see. But here's hoping, because it was a great season, pretty good final. We just didn't like the final moment, but otherwise a lot of fun stuff.
And to sum it up, I'm super sad that it's over.
Yeah. It's just as over as Gay Dead Boon. Gay Dead Ghost Boon. It's like
maybe that's what happened. The show can come back doing an impression of a different show, and we'll just be like, of course, it's just there.
I'd be fine with that. Okay, let's wrap that up then. So that's the season final of Scream Queens Season 1. And hopefully we'll have a Season 2 to cover next year.